Alright, so I am leaving church as we speak, and just wanted to share a quick testimony, praise, whatever you want to call it, thing. So this is a little, it's not my normal video, I guess, but we'll deal with it. If this isn't what you're looking for, just don't worry about it. But here's what happened. Thursday night practice, we have a truncated praise team today because our normal acoustic guitar player is out of town, and he's also the worship leader, and so it was a little odd. Well, and then we had a ton of technical difficulties on Thursday because somehow all the inputs on the soundboard got switched to the wrong inputs. So we spent 30 minutes trying to figure out what was going on. We had no sound, nothing was working, wasn't going real great. Well, then we had our practice, and stuff just wasn't really clicking. The person who was filling out on acoustic is someone he's a younger guy. He hasn't really played in the praise team before. He's come to practice a few times, but he's never actually been the main acoustic guy. So you could tell he wasn't real confident in himself when he was playing. And he was having some technical difficulties with his guitar because apparently it had gotten dropped a while back, and so the necks kind of messed up. So it just kind of sounded a little off. So all sorts of just gremlins in the system, so to speak. So I think I can only speak for myself. I can probably speak for the drummer too, because me and him are pretty well on the same page most of the time. But I left Thursday night practice kind of going, oh man, it's going to be a rough Sunday. It's not going to work at all. Right? Well, we got to church this morning for our Sunday morning practice, and it went okay. It was still kind of rough, and I was still not really down, I guess is the word. I was feeling kind of down, like, oh man, it's going to be a rough Sunday. It's not going to go well. This is going to be bad. Now, spiritually speaking, I know that our playing is kind of irrelevant, because God can use whatever he wants and can do whatever he wants through whatever he wants, right? But when you're a musician, you try to do as good as you can, right? And when it's not going good, when things just aren't clicking right, when it's off, you can't help but kind of get distraught about it, I guess would be the word. Get distracted, get out of focus. And that's kind of what happened. So it got time to start the worship service, and we were going through. We got through the first song, and it was okay. It was still a little rough. It wasn't quite synced up and on point like it normally would be. And in my head, I was just kind of going, oh man, this is rough. Right? We're going into the second song, and I looked out into the congregation, and I saw one of the visitors we had. It was standing right in front of me, and he was, he was in tears. And one of the elders came over and laid hands on him and prayed with him. And all this happened while we're singing the songs. We got done with the worship part of the service. We had the sermon, and we had communion, and then at the end we had we do a lot of times sort of an open mic for people who want to testify as to what the Lord's teaching them in the week and all that sort of thing. And we had a couple people get up and talk, and then this guy who I'd seen in tears during the worship part stands up, walks up to the preacher, just grabs a hold of him, hugging on him, turns around, takes the microphone, and says, my name is, and I can't remember his name because I'm bad with names, but he said his name, said, his age, a little bit of where he's from, and he said, and I just want to let y'all know that I gave my life to the Lord today. Now, that is awesome, first off, but also was a gut punch to me, because I was sitting there just the whole time. I was playing and singing and doing my part in the praise team, I was just sitting there thinking, man, this isn't going good. It's just not working. There's something off. There's something wrong. Something is not going well. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't really explain it. It was just that feeling you get. But despite that, despite our technical difficulties, despite the fact that maybe our playing wasn't quite on point, I know I missed a few notes, and that's part of the reason I was feeling a little off, because it's like, oh man, despite all that, God showed up and changed lives. And that's a gut punch to me as a member of a worship team, as a worship leader, as a worship musician, whatever you want to call it. It was a gut punch and a reminder that it was God saying, look, I don't need you. I certainly don't need your perfection. I just need your service and your humility. And so that humbled me today. Anyway, we can celebrate. If you are a member of the church, if you're a member of the global church, not our church necessarily, you can know that today one more was added to the rolls. That today one more person joined the family. Y'all have a good Sunday, and I'll see y'all later.